Taekook was in. He doesn't want me to go back there again, Mr. Kim. The girl's eyebrows shoot up, and Jungkook nods again. What does that even mean? Moz was bothering me. Like, a lot. The boy swallows a heavy lump in his throat, still not daring to lift his eyes. No one was home, and at night I went to the kitchen, and that jerk attacked me. He tried to, pressing his lips together. Jungkook shakes his head. He tried. I panicked and hit him on the head with a cup, and Moz fell to the floor. There was a lot of blood, and I don't know, I just got so scared, and I couldn't think of anything better than just leaving. I didn't know where to go, so I came to the club. Hoped to find you, and we'd try to figure everything out because, honestly, I was sure I killed him. But you weren't there, and the girls told me you left, so I decided to just sleep in the dressing room, and then Mr. Kim walked in, and the rest is history. Oh damn, she bitterly laughs. Seems like we both had a tough night then. I'm sorry I wasn't there for you, Jungkook. I'm sorry I wasn't there too. It wasn't any better for you, so. Moz? What happened? Mr. Kim took me back home because Hyunjin called me and said Moz was lying in the kitchen like a corpse, and then I started thinking that I really killed him, so Mr. Kim decided to go with me. Turns out, Moz was alive, but he came at me again, and Mr. Kim broke his nose. She loudly inhales in surprise, and it makes Jungkook smile. He brought me to his home then. Took care of my bruises left by Moz and of me in general. And the next morning, I got sick. Oh damn, seriously, laughter escaped from the girl. Jungkook nods. Yeah, but everything's okay now. He called a doctor for me and bought medicine, and I don't know, the same thing you said about Andy, I think I can say about Mr. Kim. He's completely different. And he cares about me. And we even went for a walk when I started to feel better. A walk, yes. He laughs softly, nodding, and finally lifts his eyes, meeting me's raised eyebrow and smirk. A walk like normal people? With your feet. Jungkook laughter becomes louder. That's exactly what he asked when I said I wanted to take a walk. But here, he just went with me, and we walked around the neighborhood, and I don't know, he was just a normal person. We talked and laughed, and he kissed me. He sees the girl's eyes widen in the same second, and it makes Jungkook smile. I don't believe it. No, you're telling me about someone else. Mr. Kim is just some kind of robot. This can't be true. And wait, isn't he married? He is. Jungkook nods. And, moreover, his wife knows about me. And she came here, and, oh god, I know how it sounds, but Jungkook pauses, shaking his head and not believing his own words. She gave me advice on how to behave with her husband. Rich people are crazy, the girl laughs. Just crazy. I always knew that. So what now? Are you, like, going to live with him as his little not-so-secret lover or something? He's not planning to divorce her and get into a relationship with you, right? Jungkook sighs. I don't think so, so then I don't know. I don't know anything, I came back home again yesterday because I quit the coffee shop and was upset, and I just wanted to go home. But when I arrived, I saw that Moz had turned my room upside down, and he stole all my savings, and I was so mad that I just went and started yelling at him. Jungkook, she sighs. Do I have to tell you how shitty of an idea that was? I realized it when he knocked me to the floor and started kicking me. Takes a deep breath. Oh god. Oh god, I'll kill him. I'll kill him. Jungkook. Maybe it's too late. He licks his dry lips, allowing himself to remember all the events of yesterday for the first time, and me suddenly falls silent. What, Mr. Kim? Came to the apartment because he was looking for me when I didn't return to his apartment, and when he realized what had happened, me, I didn't see anything, but I heard what he did to Maz. And then he came to me again, and I saw blood on his hands, and Mr. Kim just said he was taking me away from there, said he was collecting my most necessary stuff and taking me away, and that I wouldn't go back to that apartment anymore. And then he gave his bodyguard an order to take care of Maz. So, I don't know what's happening with him now, me, but I swear, I don't care. Whatever happens to him, he deserves it. He deserves it. The girl nods, without hesitation, and a small weight lifts off his chest. Jungkook didn't want to feel bad about such thoughts. And he deserved it a long time ago, babe. He got what he deserved for everything he did, yeah, maybe. But now I don't have an apartment, I don't have any money, and I don't know what to do, me. I can't afford to pay for tuition this semester, I have almost nothing left, and hey, she interrupts him, sounding surprisingly gentle, and Jungkook lifts his gaze. I know it's too naive and unsafe to think like this, but it seems to me that if Mr. Kim is showing so much to you, then he knew what he was doing when he took you away from there. Just take the help if he offers, maybe me suggests, uncertainly. I know you don't want to be dependent on someone, but this time, I'd consider it. He could help you, right? I don't want to owe him. I really don't, me. And I know everyone in the club thinks differently, but I'm not sleeping with Mr. Kim just so he can spend so much on me. And I certainly don't want to sleep with him now if he tries to do even more for me. Well, if he's not saying you have to sleep with him in return, then you don't have to. Isn't that how it works, Jungkook? I never do more than what the client pays for and asks for. Jungkook swallows heavily again and shakes his head. He's not just a client, me. And I don't want him to be. I'm not like that. And I won't sell him with me, yeah, but just think about it. Jungkook jerks when he hears the sound of the elevator, the doors opening in the apartment, and me falls silent, noticing how he straightens up, looking towards the doors. Is everything okay? I think he's back home, Jungkook answers a bit quieter, nodding. Sorry, it's okay. Go. And please, think about it. He can help you, Jungkook. Don't miss the opportunity. Jungkook nods, dismissing her words. Sorry that we couldn't talk longer. I hope you'll be okay, but if anything goes wrong you text me, okay? Please, me. I really mean it, I know. And now go to your lovey-dovey Mr. Kim, she smiles, winking at him. I'll be in touch, promise. Love you, Jungkook, love you too. Please, get well soon, she waves to him before quickly ending the call. Just a few seconds later, Jungkook notices the bedroom door opens, and in the doorway appears Mr. Kim, still in his coat, with a smile playing at the corners of his lips. Hello, the man greets quietly, walking into the room and settling on the edge of the bed. Jungkook freezes as the man leans in, placing a soft on his lips. How are you feeling, love? I'm better, sir, thank you. Jungkook lowers his gaze, his slender fingers nervously playing with the corner of his mobile phone. It, of course, doesn't escape Taehyung's attention, and moments later, he envelops both of Jungkook's hands, warming the boy's perpetually icy fingers in his own. Do you want to talk about anything? About yesterday? I mean, if there's still something that bothers you, Taehyung asks after a brief pause, noticing Jungkook's shoulders tense slightly. Like, I know it's bothering you, and if you want to say something or ask something, I'll answer you and tell you everything as it is. Jungkook bites his lip, swallowing hard, then hesitantly shakes his head in denial. I don't want to. I don't want to know anything about Moz. I don't want to know, Mr. Kim. Don't even want to think about him. And he swallows again, then takes a deep breath, meeting the man's green eyes. The only thing I want to say about yesterday is thank you. Thank you for helping me. Again, a faint smile flickers at the corners of Taehyung's lips. I didn't do it for gratitude, Jungkook. I did it only for you. You don't have to thank me, Jungkook nods, once again lowering his gaze and biting his lip. Yesterday, you said I won't go back there anymore. But I have to go back, sir, and before Taehyung can respond, Jungkook speaks again. I have to, Mr. Kim. I live there. I have nowhere else to go, and I won't find another apartment at such a low price, and in such a convenient location. Well, I wouldn't say it's a convenient location, and, Mr. Kim. Jungkook sighs, shaking his head, and looks at him again. For that rent amount, I can only find housing somewhere in the suburbs. But not as close to work and university. Taehyung gently takes the phone from his hands, setting it aside, then scoots closer, wrapping his arms around Jungkook's waist and pulling him in for a hug. He exhales loudly, feeling Jungkook hesitating for a moment before nuzzling his nose into the crook of Taehyung's neck after a few seconds. I'll sort this out, okay, the man whispers, stroking his lower back. But that's for later, love. Not now. Right now, you're here, and you don't need to go anywhere. It's not going to last forever, Mr. Kim, Jungkook murmurs into his neck. We both know that. That's why I have to figure out how to take care of myself and my problems independently. No, sweetheart, you don't have to. Taehyung smiles at the corners of his lips and shakes his head. At least not when I offer to do it for you. Okay? Please, Jungkook, I know you can't trust me, but I really want you to at least try. Jungkook flinches, then suddenly presses even closer, and Taehyung hears a quiet, muffled sob, prompting him to embrace him tighter. Do you remember, back then, in the park, I said I needed at least one reason to trust you? When you said you wanted no permission to kill me, yes, well, last night, there, in the apartment. I trusted you, Mr. Kim, he whispers brokenly. When you asked me to stay in the room and let you handle everything, and when you started packing my things, and when you said you were taking me in, I wouldn't go back there. All of that, Mr. Kim, that's my trust in you. I did it last night, and I can't even find the right words to explain to you how scared I was to do it. But I trust you now, Mr. Kim. So please tell me I won't regret it. Taehyung pulls him closer, closing his eyes, and a sigh of relief escapes his lips as he lightly kisses the top of his head. I'll do everything not to betray that trust, Jungkook.